Breaking news, people, Starbucks has officially ended its career as the unofficial community center for come for the Wi-Fi, stay forever culture. That's right. If you've been treating Starbucks as your second apartment or an occasional public restroom, your eviction notice has arrived. Apparently, someone at corporate finally walked into one of their stores and said, "Wait, are those tent poles next to the oat mill?" Folks were out here running a mini Woodstock in the corner, while the poor barista was out of almond syrup. Now the customer, "Can I get a venti iced caramel macchiato?" The barista, "Sure. Can I also get this guy to stop washing his socks in our sink?" And let's talk about the bathroom situation. I mean, is it a coffee shop or the third act of a survival horror movie? You'd walk in needing a quick bathroom break and walk out needing therapy and a tetanus shot.
Starbucks is rolling out new changes to its cafes in North America aimed at improving the safety and experience for guests and staff. The company is reversing what has been 7 years, a nearly 7-year-old policy that allowed people to linger or use the bathroom regardless of whether they were purchasing something. And, you can imagine what was going on. New code of conduct signs will say that cafes, patios, and restrooms are for customers, those accompanying them, and employees. I mean, it almost became a place to clean up and, use the facilities.
That was part of the issue.
People were taking off their clothes and, basically showering in the sink and, shooting up. And, I mean, it's just, nobody needs
They wanted to be an open and welcoming place. The cafes have always been a place where somebody gets a cup of coffee and maybe stays around and
works.
That
was the whole idea of a third place.
Right. It stays around and works for the day, but clearly when you send out the message that it's open to all and you can use it anytime you want.
It's going to be abused.
We've seen, there was the naked guy in the Starbucks right across the street here who...
It's a naked guy this morning right outside, or at least he was naked long enough to do whatever he had to do.
This morning?
Downstairs, yeah. We have a bathroom right at the entrance. Unfortunately, it's not actually a bathroom, but it's a little alcove.
Thanks.
Yeah.
On the sharing.
Yeah.
Now, before you start clutching your reusable straws, they're not kicking everyone out. They're just asking people to, act like customers. Like maybe buy a tall black coffee instead of living out your entire daydream of being a broke artist in a corner booth. Attention, aspiring novelists and professional lurkers. The 2020's called. It's time to relocate to a library. A place literally designed for sitting, reading, and contemplating the meaning of life for free. Bonus, 0 chance of stepping in mystery puddles by the bathroom.
The days of hanging out at Starbucks or taking a bathroom break without getting anything to eat or drink are now over. From now on, you'll have to be a paying customer to do that. Tiffany Dilling spends quite a bit of time at Starbucks.
I am here just basically hanging out and killing a little bit of time.
Now, when she's hanging out, she'll always have to budget to buy something. Starbucks is doing away with a policy that welcomes everyone into their stores, regardless of whether you purchase something.
I actually do understand where they are coming from, because they do not want people that are not staying off the streets.
Starbucks is introducing a new coffee house code of conduct that'll be posted in all of their cafes.
I appreciate it because I do not like all the homeless people that hang out in Starbucks.
Tara Schultz says the problem is especially common where she lives in Colorado.
Oh, they're always going in there, especially when it gets cold, and they're sleeping on the couches that they have in there.
Starbucks says employees will receive training on how to enforce the policy and will be allowed to ask anyone who breaks the rules to leave, even getting law enforcement involved if needed. But not everyone's on board with the change.
I like the old policy where you can go down, sit, hang out, you don't have to buy anything, and, do your work and leave, like most business people.
I dug into why they're making the change. Starbucks spokesperson Sam Jeffries told me in part, by setting clear expectations for behavior and use of our spaces, we can create a better environment for everyone. The spokesperson also added that this policy change will help them prioritize paying customers who want to sit in the cafe or use the restroom. In Stewart, Cassandra Garcia, WPTV News.
Starbucks isn't saying no to kindness. They're just saying no to chaos. And honestly, good for them. Let's let the coffee be just coffee again. If you want free Wi-Fi and public bathrooms, might I suggest your house? Anyway, what do you guys think? Is Starbucks being reasonable, or do you think they've gone corporate Scrooge on us? Drop your comments below, and don't forget to buy a coffee before arguing about it in their lobby. Peace.